Are you supposed to be my little brother's fiancé? I don't really care if you are or not, though. So you don't have to reply back to me if you don't want to. I just wanted to see if this was the real number or not, is all.
Thank you for getting back to me after today, Mina. My name is Josie, by the way, and I really look forward to becoming a part of your family here soon. Yesterday, I had planned on saying hi to you in person, but you had said you were too busy to come out and see me, so I thought at the very least I could ask your brother to have you text me. I'm pretty sure your parents were the ones who gave you my number, too.
Your name's Josie? For some reason, I feel as though I've seen that name before. Well, it's not like the name Josie is that rare, right? By the way, I said you didn't have to reply to me if you didn't want to. The fact that you even want to talk to me right now is a little lame.
Is that what you think? I'm sorry for wanting to say hi to you then, but I just assumed that it would be good for the both of us to at least converse a little since I'm your brother's fiancé and all. I didn't want our first time meeting one another to be at our wedding or anything. You know?
This is getting so bothersome for me. I really do not care that you want to talk to me right now. I happen to be very busy myself right now, like I was saying before, so that means I don't have the time to really sit and listen to you talking all day. And the same should apply for you with me. The only reason I'll be going to that wedding, by the way, is if there is a really good alcohol there for me to drink. But if I happen to drink the day before, well, don't expect me to be coming in with a hangover or anything.
Oh, is that so? But we do plan on having some really good alcohol over at the open bar, so please don't drink too much the night before, so that you can come out and enjoy some drinks on us. I heard from your brother before that you really like your alcohol, so I planned all of that out for you. I hope you'll be pleased with that.
You're so funny. Well, if there really is going to be some good bottles there, then I suppose I will hold off on drinking a ton until that day. But you better not be lying, it being an open bar at your wedding, though.
I'm not. And thank you so much. I'm looking forward to seeing you in person then.
I never thought that we'd be meeting one another again at this wedding, of all places. The day had finally come where I could smoke you in the face like that. I hope you're not too upset with me right now, because it's only fair.
What are you talking about, Mina? How could you charge at me like that before laying all those punches into me? Have you been drinking all morning today or something? You smell like the toilet at a bar.
Trying to act like you don't know anything isn't going to work here. I am still sober enough to know who you are. There was no way I was going to forget about a name like yours. I have come this far with my only intent being that I get my revenge on you after what you did 3 years ago. And even with those 3 punches, I feel like I haven't gotten all my anger out. Come back here and let me get another 5 into you.
This is the first time you and I have ever met, right?
Huh? Don't start saying that you've forgotten about me already. I remember when you came to steal my man from me and ended up pushing me down and punching me before running off with him. You're Josie White. I remember that name better than anything else. Back then, I was pretty drunk myself, so not all the details are stuck in my memory. But that name you had on your tag then, I remember it very clearly. Down to the way your characters were printed on it.
Wait, but that person isn't me. I never met someone like you before, and that happened 3 years ago to you, right? Back when I was in China for work and was never around the US. And there was never a time when I ran into a drunk woman like you and stole your man.
What? What are you talking about?
That is what I'm wanting to ask you right now, Mina. Are you sure you don't have me confused with another woman you ran into before right now?
What? Is that right? Back then, I took that woman Chanel's purse and vomited into it out of spite for what she'd done to me. Wait, so that wasn't you who came after my boyfriend and stole him from me?
Huh? Wait, are you being for real right now? You went and vomited into someone's Chanel purse out of spite?
What? Are you serious? So it wasn't you from back then? What the heck? Well, sorry about all of that then. Man, I thought I finally had the right person to lay all those punches into, making me feel all refreshed. But you're not even the right person. And there really are two Josie Whites on this earth? This is the worst now, actually. I've wasted all that time and energy on the wrong person. Well, now I feel like crap.
Huh? I'm the one that feels like crap now after taking all of those punches from you. My face is completely screwed up right now with all kinds of swelling and bruising to the point that I can't even go out there to have my wedding.
What? Is that so? Put some foundation on it all and that should be enough, right? By the way, get all these guys that took me away and are keeping me in this room to let me out now. Who are they? This venue's security or something? They are all being very annoying right now. I am the groom's sister of all people, yet these men have me in here treating me like an animal at a freaking zoo.
You're less than all of those animals at the zoo, though.
Excuse me? What did you just say to me right then?
I'm saying that you're worse than all of those animals at the zoo combined, Mina. Because of you, all the hard work I put into preparing this wedding these past few months has gone to waste. What the hell do you think you were doing, you bitch? How dare you go at someone and then attack them when you don't even remember what the person who hurt you looked like? And you're telling me that you're sober right now? Are you actually that screwed in the head or something? You literally smell like the kitchen sink at a college house party.
Are you really saying all those things about me right now? I am your fiancé's older sister of all people, right? Do you really think you're going to be able to marry my brother when you're talking about me like that? Huh?
Of course I'm going to be able to marry him, you asshat. Go screw yourself. From what it looks like, from what I've heard, you've been a huge problem for your family a long time ago. Always going out to get wasted and coming home with all kinds of men. And anytime they run into you, you're asking for money without ever paying any of it back to them. I've always been told about how much of a pain you are in the family, but I didn't think you were actually a delinquent. I thought you were just one of those idiots who was too stupid to do anything besides drink all the time. But then you came into a wedding saying that you're sober when you're obviously not, causing everyone even more trouble. I can't believe this.
So you're saying all of that about me? When I get upset, I'm a scary woman, all right? If you keep on acting like that towards me, it's going to be more than just a few punches coming your way.
So now you're threatening me with more violence. The police have already been called to come here and get you, so don't even bother saying anything else like that to me. You really are less than an animal. Having to be surrounded like that by all of this venue's security like a monster? I can't wait for the police to come here and take you away. Goodbye forever, you bitch.
You are going way over the line now calling the police like that. Stop crying like a baby over a couple of small punches.
Shut the hell up, you wasted pile of crap. I'm telling you right now that the full cost of this wedding is going to be paid off by you now.
Huh? Don't you even dare say something like that. You think you can make me responsible for all of this? Stop throwing a damn fit over a couple of punches you didn't dodge.
I'm not sure what kind of world you think you're living in right now, but when it comes to us civilized people, we don't just go around attacking others. All of your family is fed up with you completely now and are starting to talk about cutting ties to you. From now on, you're on your own, you frickin' bitch.
Josie, you had a very rough day yesterday. How is all the bruising and swelling on your face doing? I saw there was a lot of bruising and quite a bit of blood coming out from your nose. You really went through hell because of Mina.
Natalie, thank you so much for checking up on me. I'm sorry you had to see me in such a state after she'd attacked me. You came all the way out to see me at my wedding.
Don't be sorry. You didn't do a thing wrong that would make me upset at you. Everything was that horrible woman's fault. Also, I went and started to search around for that other Josie.
And like we were thinking, it was her. Wait. So it really was her then? Josie White? I didn't think it could be possible. You were telling me before about what happened then, and that story seemed a lot like the one that Mina was telling me.
That's right. At first, I never thought that someone would be able to do such a thing to anyone. But after yesterday, I can start to believe it all now.
Then that means that woman... She thought that I was the same Josie White as her, even though we found out that she really spells her name Josie on everything? Which means on her name tag it should have been Josie, yet Mina mistook me for her over one letter? This is even worse than before now. I had to be punched over a single letter?
I know. And that's kind of what we should expect from a drunk like Mina. But even if you were the one that she ran into all those years ago, why would she choose to punch you at your wedding in front of literally everyone? It's unbelievable. There has to be something wrong with that woman's head. And it can't just be all that liquor.
Well, that's why we had to get the police involved afterwards. She's always been that way, though, hasn't she?
She really has been. But thankfully, with the help of the police yesterday, things were able to be put together for that Josie, since she was never able to find the woman who had hurt her at the bar 3 years ago. She told me that she had to run home crying after all that, and she stayed inside her house for weeks because she was never going to find the woman that hurt her. She told me to tell you she's thankful for what you've done. And as for your bruises and everything, she feels really sorry that some of the same things had happened to you. She said that she'd pick you up some gifts and come out to apologize and thank you in person.
What? She doesn't have to do that. It's not like Josie did anything wrong here, right?
Yes, it's very true, but... And I really want for her to understand that, so she doesn't beat herself up anymore.
Her and I are both victims of Mina's attacks, so she shouldn't be feeling bad. I don't want her to apologize to me, and I don't even want her thanking me either.
I already told her so, thinking you would say just that. Well, then maybe, next time you both are free, you can have a little victims outing or something. I think that the both of you could become really good friends with one another.
I guess that is true, isn't it? And after all I've been through with Mina, I should go out and talk with her about it all.
Well, of course you should. You should go out and speak to someone that was in the same boat as you.
I'll do that then. Mina, what the hell are you doing right now? You were just sitting outside my place getting ready to ambush me. And when my friend came out of the house, you went up and attacked her. Now you've really made yourself out to be nothing more than a monster and a criminal.
Shut the hell up! Where the hell are you right now, Josie? Why the hell was there another woman at your house?
That happens to be my friend, like I just said. I had forgotten something while I was out shopping earlier, but I already had one of my friends over at my place. So I asked that she hang out there while I ran to the store down the road really quick to grab some things. While I've been out, you came to my place, and mistaking my friend for me, you went and attacked her.
This is all because of you then. All your fault. I thought that when she was coming out of your place, she was you and not some other woman.
If you were really looking for me, then why didn't you realize she wasn't me at all before you ran up and attacked her like that? You really are so frickin' stupid that it's a danger to everyone. Well, whatever. This is the perfect chance for all of us, so let's use it to get together and have a talk. You're already being held inside my place by your little brother and my friend, right?
That's right. What the hell are you all planning to do with me? I am your sister-in-law, for crying out loud. Yet you're treating me like a monster.
Well, since you've been going around attacking people all the time, you kind of are a monster. You're literally what some might call a soon-to-be felon, so you have no right telling us that having you locked up inside the house right now is wrong. So why were you wanting to attack me like that today?
Because of you, I was disowned by all of my family. I've been living in luxury all this time at my parents' house, but they kicked me out of it. And they won't even give me any more money.
That's really unfortunate for you then, isn't it? You seem to have been spoiled a bit too much by all of them. And that's why you've ended up such a self-centered bitch, right? You poor, poor thing. The only option you have left now, though, is to carry on alone and find yourself a new life. One where you're supporting yourself instead of having to rely on everyone else.
Huh? Who the hell do you think you are saying all those things about me? No way you're going to be able to be the only one ending up happy after all of this. I'm going to have you go and talk with my parents about this and have them take me back. I never meant to hurt you at the wedding because I thought that you were someone else entirely.
The reason all of your family became so fed up with you isn't because of what you did to me at my wedding alone. They were all tired of the fact that you did not understand your place at all and continued to act like some kind of a spoiled and drunk princess. Yet even though they all knew you were a good-for-nothing waste of their time and money, they never expected you to do what you did to me at my wedding of all places.
You can say all those things now, but I had no choice. I am a victim, all right? The same as you. Yet why? Why am I the only one getting blamed for everything right now?
About all of that. You're no victim because you happen to be the assailant.
Huh? How about you try saying that again to me?
Sure thing. You happen to be the assailant after what you've done to me. But even before you went and assaulted me, there was another woman by the name of Josie White who you assaulted. 3 years ago, right? And, well, she just so happens to be a friend of my friend. And the thing is, she does not have the same name as me, since my name is Josie and hers is Josie.
Huh? Are you serious right now? Well, now that you mention it, I didn't really have a good look at her name tag like I thought before. But what are you trying to say with that? Actually, that's making this conversation go by a lot quicker for me then. Her being the one that went and took my man from 3 years ago means it was okay for me to punch you at your wedding. You and her happen to have ties to one another after all. Now you bring her to me, and let me take a few swings at that girl as well. I have a right to beating her up now.
Are you kidding me? Jesus. Listen, Mina, that man you were going out with back then was Keith Wall, right?
Oh, so you know about him as well then. That must mean you are interested in what happened to me back then. That guy? He went with her after that fight in the bar, but came back to me the next day. But he was a lot more boring thereafter, and I soon dumped him because he wasn't the same. I went and blocked him as well, so that I'd never have to hear from him again. I was never going to have a bastard like him who loved to lay his hands on other women, coming back and begging me to stay.
Well, that Keith Wall just so happened to be married at the time you were with him.
Huh? Well, he did mention something about that once, but who cares? Keith told me that I was way better than his wife, and that's why he wanted to keep going out with me then. He said I was going to hurry up and divorce her so that he could then get married to me. But soon after that, he would talk to other women while getting completely drunk himself. I started to get so fed up with his crap that the next woman who came in, that Josie, I went and punched. Then I started to feel sick from all the shots I've been taking, and went and vomited in that Chanel bag. I felt like I'd really shown her what was up that night.
Mina, right now, you are saying some of the most insane things to me, and it's really hurting my head. Are you not aware of that yet?
Huh? What do you want? Do you have some more complaining to do regarding what I'm saying? The only one who is insane is that woman who thought she could have Keith. She's your friend, right? Your friend of a friend or something? I had every right attacking that woman for laying her hands on my man.
You were the one laying your hands on someone else's husband, all right? If you're wanting to talk about who deserved to have their crap rocked that night, it should have been you.
Huh? I was more important to him than his wife, though. He told me that he wanted to marry me, so stop trying to make it seem like I was the one at fault for all of this. I had been waiting a long time for him to break things off with his wife and divorce her, but that never ended up happening. And then, when he started to talk to all these other women, I couldn't stand it. How dare he, right? That night was the last straw for me, and that's why I blew up and took it out on that chick.
No matter how you try and spin the story, you always make yourself look like the bad guy. When it came to Josie back then, she had another man already. Keith happened to be a coworker of her boyfriend, and so there were plenty of people there just chatting and having a good time. It was their day off work, so there were plenty of people from Keith's office there with him, right? He wasn't doing anything wrong, and neither was she, as all they were doing was standing next to one another and talking. But then you started to freak out and ran over to them as they were talking. And right when Josie thought you were coming up to say something, you knocked her to the floor and threw up in her bag. You really caused quite the mess that night, didn't you, Mina?
Huh? What? Then that woman, she wasn't interested in taking Keith away from me?
Not at all. She wasn't even interested in any of the men there besides her boyfriend she'd been with. Really, all she was Keith's coworker's girlfriend.
Oh, is that right? Well then, it's all her fault for getting too close to him that night. Her being seen by me that close to him was bad luck for her, I guess.
So, about that Josie from before, she should be standing there right in front of you.
What? Wait, does this mean that the woman I just went and attacked?
Yes, that's exactly what that means. However, your little brother did seem to see it coming, and came out the front door to tell her to watch out. Thank goodness he did that and put a stop to your ambush before you did any serious damage to her.
So, this is really her? I totally forgot what her face looked like then.
Right now, you're going to be paying her back for that Chanel bag of hers that you destroyed 3 years ago. And then you are going to be going to the wife of Keith, who you'd been taking him from, and paying her a settlement for that, as she is well aware of who you are now.
Huh? What are you going on about right now?
After that night, she noticed something was seriously up with her husband and started to look into things a bit more. After a few years, she had finally found enough evidence that pointed to him cheating on her with someone like you. And she was about to go out and confront you even. But she ended up thinking that she'd never actually be able to accuse you of anything since she didn't already have any proof directly linking you to what happened. So she just sat back and cried about how her husband had been cheating on her with someone she couldn't prove. Until the other day when I was able to get in touch with her and tell her everything.
Huh? What are you talking about, seriously? You're making it seem like I'm the only one at fault for everything, right? She should be blamed as well for having never pleased her husband enough, causing him to go out with me.
That kind of thought process makes you a total bitch. It doesn't matter what you have to think about all this because you're the only one who's attacked people and gone out with a married man knowingly. It's because of you he has to be divorced by her now. But isn't that wonderful for you? Just like you'd been wanting him to hurry up and do, he's finally getting that divorce.
What? So what you're saying is that I can now marry Keith?
We'll have to see about that one, though. How about you go and have a chat with him about that later? Then you'll be able to find out if he'd really be willing to marry you now.
Well, if he's really going to be single now, then I guess he shouldn't be too boring anymore then. He happens to still be working for a very good company. And if he's willing to help me out a little bit financially, I'd be fine with being his wife now.
For the time being, please pay off all the things you're being asked to pay. And another thing, whatever happens with your life after today has nothing to do with me. I'll go ahead and tell Keith your new number, but that's the last thing I'll do for you. After that, you're on your own on your journey to hell, and you will not be talking to me again. After Mina went and paid Josie back for that Chanel bag she ruined 3 years ago, she left our place and ran over to find Keith. But when she got there, she was captured by his wife, and when that happened, she went missing for some time. From what I've heard, Keith's wife is a very scary woman, and so when she got a hold of Mina, she was not only going to get her to pay the settlement, but also pay me for the wedding she had ruined. But when I've started to think about where Mina even got that money from to pay us all, it's a bit of a mystery. I don't think anyone will ever really know, but one thing is for sure, and that's that Mina will never be returning to her old life of being a spoiled bitch ever again. That wife of Keith's looks like a great person on the outside, but it's well known that she has some rather scary connections as well. And so when Mina was taken away, she most likely sent her off to go and work for them. When it comes to Keith himself, it turns out that a year or so ago, his company found out that he had been cheating on his wife as well. And that led the company to force him to quit somehow, and after that he was never really heard from again. And the deal was really sealed once his wife went and got her divorce. I'm sure he has the same fate as Mina does, working for one of his wife's strange and scary connections, trying to make all that money that went into paying off his half of the settlement to her. We'll never really know what happened to them, but one thing is for sure, and that's that they are living life in hell right now.